Dragoman says, who was I again? And also, who are my friends? Dragoman just has amnesia and doesn't know who the hell they are. Also, for any of you who are new viewers, welcome to the stream. Feel free to ask questions and or to get dwarfed. And to request special things. Dragoman wanted a full thing because he doesn't remember who he is. You are tired and you have a head wound. Just a heads up on that, Dragoman. I'm gonna lower the mic a little bit because I can't quite see what I am doing. Dragoman, your lover is Domine, and we all pray that that is the only lover that you have, or Domine, because this game has really been screwing up everything else. You have a few friends. I'm not going through the few list, but you've been around the base enough to make friends with practically everyone. Just do a quick search on Domine. Why does it say that Domine needs rooms but doesn't have them? Oh no, why does it say Domine needs rooms? Domine, who do you have? Domine says that you are their lover as well. So that matches. So we don't have to worry about weird goofy things happening on. All right, Dragoman. Dragoman is quite, I would like to point out, hold on. First of all, Dragoman's got to be one of those I'm better than thou type of people, because I'm not gonna be able to get rid of the frame, but I'll get my way out of it. There's no red words. If I move this up, you'll be able to see it. There are no red words, which means Dragoman does not have any debuffs. There is nothing that can be say Dragoman is found wanting. Dragoman is perfect. Dragoman is quite quick to heal and very agile. Dragoman likes bowsight, platinum, lavender jade, the color chartreuse, quivers, bins, cavies for their adorable call, and the words of the berry of skirts. When possible, Dragoman prefers to consume Mog Hopper and soft wheat beer. She absolutely detests oysters. She has an amazing spatial sense, a great memory, sharp intellect, and a natural ability with music. She dreams of mastering a skill someday, and this dream was realized. Congratulations, Dragoman. Little Miss Perfect. Hey, Magna, I'm gonna guess it's Magna Dracomon. Are you Magna Draconis with a different name? Or do you not know who I'm talking about? Welcome to the stream anyways. The who was I was to see who had 2 wives, and the who are my friends was to look at Righteous Boner to see who his wives are. All right, we can look him up in a second. Hellfire redeemed who was I again? Hellfire, we already know who you are, aren't you? I thought we just did you. Am I crazy? Hellfire Skyrim recently thought everybody has their own way of life. Hellfire Skyrim is slow to tire and strong, but it's flimsy, quite clumsy, and very slow to heal. Hellfire Skyrim likes dacite, bismuth, bronze, peridot, moosehoof, giant desert tortoiseshell, hemp paper, the color red purple, battle axes, animal traps, spelt for their beer, the sound of the queen of aquamarine, and the sight of the Sheena cavorting. When possible, he prefers to consume yellowed bullhead, rye beer, pearl Malay flour, and he absolutely detests lizards. He has great creativity and sharp intellect, but he has meager kinesthetic sense and poor spatial senses. What does being legendary in a skill mean? The skill system in Dwarf Fortress is a 1 to 20 system, with, depending upon the skill, the greater you are, the better you are at it. Some, like mining, are just you do it faster. Some are you have a better job of it. Speedy Noob, you are a legendary woodcrafter, I believe. If that was a skill that we had for you. Yes, you're a wood chipper. You're a legendary wood chipper, which means you make the little like wood crafts and garbage. They're going to be masterpieces. Like you don't just go, oh look, I cut this. Here's $10. You go, this is from my blue phase, and this is when I got all the blue wood, and I made it all look like elves that were really sad because blue means sad. That'll be 5 million dwarf bucks a piece. That's what it means for a crafting skill. Is you have a much higher chance of all your things being like masterwork times 5 worth and other stupid nonsense. If I do wooden crafts and I set this profile to just allow Speedy Noob, that's the only person that's allowed to use this, we will have high quality crafts just churning out. Also, why are you failing me today? Loop playlist, click 1. Because SoundSense doesn't like it when a monster shows up, and we had a monster show up in the caves. So until we have a seasonal changeover, we're gonna have to use Simon Swear direct from YouTube. How did they get a head injury? That I don't know, Dragoman. Do I not even have the way to do a search for Dragman? Dragaman, you were fighting on the 20th of Galena when a weaver attacked you. Someone was probably drunk. But you made friends. The brewmaster stands up when the Weaver's Guild missed him. Dragaman, I made friends. I'm feeling so fond. Then the brewmaster punched him in the head, bruising the muscle through the rope-breed hood, tearing the neck, or bending the neck and tearing the skin. Dragaman, I was near to a door. How pleasurable. I think you're just a crazy alcoholic. But you're fine with it. You're not sad at all. Kicked too hard. Maybe because of the head wound, now everything's fine. Blue means they were Smurfs. I think I'm gonna stay woodcraft because I like being a dick like that. So basically, you're making wooden ghost dongs, probably bashing their head against the wall till they felt better. A few of our doors got punched in the head so hard their spinal cord got tore off. Yeah, that one did happen. Who really likes doors? Well, I'm a brewmaster. And Gopher's dehydrated. Where the hell is Gopher? Why are you dehydrated? How do I spell O? Gopher. Get a drink. There's nothing stopping you from drinking. This person fail a mood? And I not know? It says running around babbling. They've gone stark raving mad. But why? You didn't have a mood. Did you really just get that sad that you went crazy? I don't remember this person going into a mood at all. All right. Question, what was Gopher's job? They're just a hauler, but they're good at wood burning and furnace operating. Well, Gopher's dead. Who are righteous boners' two wives? Well, he doesn't have two wives, he has two lovers. You have to be clear about this. One of the lovers is married to someone else. That's what that was. His two lovers are Gopher. It writes itself. That's why they're depressed. Gopher figured out about Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola 5 and Gopher are his two lovers. Actually, I think this is a new Gopher. I don't know. Someone's doing something with someone. Yeah, this one doesn't have a spouse. Coca-Cola's lover is righteous boner, but also doesn't have a spouse. So did someone's spouse die? I think if it was Gopher who had the spouse and the spouse died, and then they tried to appease themselves in the arms of righteous boner, but then discovered that they were the side hoe, so now they're sad and depressed? I think. Oh, Insane is babbling. Yeah, Gopher is the hole punching cow. Who are the two wives? I want to be a potter. Lol op. Sorry I killed Gopher, putting her to shame. Chulu really wants to pot. Chat. Why is he ignoring me? I see your potter. What do you lowered your ooh quotient? You want to be a pot? What do you mean potter? You mean act? That's not even a job. I'll make you one. That's a job that doesn't do anything. You are already an artist. You are a legendary plus 5 billion artist. But if you wish to switch over to, I don't even think I have that as a job I can switch you to. If you wish to be potting, if you wish to go around being a pot dealer, where's potting in this? Where are you potting? You really, really, really love being, there you go, pottery. I'll make you have the job potter. I don't have a special skill for pottery, I don't think. Because I don't have any of the infrastructure for potting, and I never do. I will give you the skill of potting. Congratulations, you pot real good. You are the world's best potter. I'm canceling one because you put it in twice. You are the world's best potter. Speedy Noob said that they didn't want to become a siege engineer after all, so I'm rejecting that. Make another birds and shrubbery room. I still haven't done that room. Beds and shrubbery. Also, that should have been started. Gopher is starving because they're crazy. I can't do much about that. I get the reference. I get the reference, but it's not a job I have. It's like a few layers off of saying, I want my dwarf to be an astronaut. Like, that's not a thing that's happening. You can request all you want, but there you go. I added in potting. I don't have any clay or anything for doing pottery, but there you go. You can do it. We have said that if anyone's going to be potting, it's going to be Tachulu with a ghost stick. That's how it happens. Winter is at hand. Now the music picks up. We all want to be a potter, but is he hairy? 420 glaze it. With the mystery of the shared tables and 2 wives of righteous boner, need to buy Tachulu some fire clay. Oh my god, yes. Speaking of, there's a launch today, maybe. A Dwarf Fortress space launch? I mean a launch today. Oh, you just linked that damn scene. You're an awful person. I'm gonna do fucking what was his name? The TV show Community. There is a pottery teacher who has one rule, and that is you are not allowed to recreate that scene, no matter what, or he kicks you out. I'm gonna start temp banning pottery ghost scenes. Would have gone to high quality room. It says out of stock, so medium will do. It was awesome. Pot racing. I want to be a god of betting, Kyle. What does that even mean? You're requesting crazy. I'm going to stop refunding your gibberish nonsense if you're going to request specifically gibberish nonsense. I'm just going to deduct your points. It is already launched, post or not. The rocket got into orbit successfully. Well, that's good. Make another bird. I would have gotten a high quality. Okay. Speedy Noob, do you not have a room? What room? See, I'm going to stop all the room requests. Because it's not mostly on, it's not on you guys. Mostly it's on me. I did not put in clear enough what I wanted from you for that room. So Speedy Noob, you have requested a medium quality room, but not specified what you want the room to be. Is it a bedroom, an office, a dining room, and is there a theme? You've requested, I could literally just do a room by itself and be like, oh, this is a room. What are you wanting with your room? All right, that got finished. So build machine screw pump from the east. Silver is bad. Obsidian block. So I need an iron corkscrew. Might as well order like 4 of these right now. I want my bedroom back, says Domine. Domine, what room is your room? Well, Gopher's dead. Praise be. I don't know where he is. Like, you're identifying the weakness of the system, I admit this, but you can't just keep hammering in on the weak part. Dwarf kill Gopher. I don't know which room was yours, so which room are you wanting back? Remember Cal's the one that punched my old dwarf to death and then died because he was remembered. I remember who Cal is. I don't know how to make you a god of Cal. That's nonsense. A god of betting. What does that even mean, betting Cal? I'm rejecting that. That's not a complete sentence. You're not allowed to start sending shit in haikus. It's nonsense. Go for his fast man a mountain forever, entomb them. Domine. I'm not sure. It's on the room floor on the left-hand side. It's a room with a single farm plot. Okay. There you go. Domine, you have gotten back your farm plot. And in that, I should put off as a different thing. Instead of doing a new room, there should be one to be like, I wish to reclaim my old room. No. Your bird's room never got reassigned because I don't know what you're talking about. What is your bird's room? Happy plotting. You guys all say this. Like, I remember whose room belongs to what. There's one room I can without a bat identify, and that is Cthulhu's Uwu room. That's it. That's the only room in this entire base that I remember what the hell is going on half the time with it, and that's Cthulhu's Uwu room. That's it. I don't remember what room has birds as a theme and or not really. I'm waiting for those pipes to get made. Now I know I was trying to do something else. That's right. There was a new room requested. There is a new room, social distance private dining room near the food stores. Says Coca-Cola 5. You're an ass. You've all gone off the deep end. Near the food stores. Do you mean the new? I'm guessing you mean the new food stores, not the old ones. So you want a social distance private dining room. First of all, what is on the left? Oh, that's prepared food. We have a lot of prepared food. We don't have much booze. Did my booze go low again? Ugh. This man is driving me crazy. Keep the booze up. So these are the food stores. You want a social distance private room near the food stores. All right, here's what I can do for you. It'll be able to have a table, a chair, and a door. It'll be near the food stores, and it'll be socially distant because no one will ever eat near you in your own individual little room. I'm gonna start pausing the medium room so I get these out of the way. Holy shit. Want an office with a woodworking bench and a tool rack. Starting to hate every single one of you. Food I ordered pick in DLs if anyone wants to see it. My milkshake brings on the doors to the hospital. Am I still the dungeon master? Dominic, yes, you are. Would it be possible to have a shrine to cavies made near a communal area? Yes, it would be, but kind of no. We've been having an issue with the church system. The game apparently doesn't like you doing 20 million churches. We had an issue with that where someone was bitching about having a church, or they said they couldn't find a church. It was really weird. We had a church designated to every god, like undiscriminately, and they were still complaining, saying that there were no churches or something weird. So I could do it. Whether or not it would work or count for anything is a different question entirely. Because at this point we have like 7 churches in this entire base, and the dwarves do not know how to correctly socialize evenly across 7 different churches. Also, is this room nothing but forbidden shit? I think I fixed whatever the issue was. And no, how many points to outlaw every god but Rash? That's not allowed. Doesn't have to count as a church. Dwarf, Sirlac, you're currently at. Yes, if you just want me to build a room with some statues in it, like I said, I can do that. Whether or not at this point the game will treat it correctly as a church it's supposed to be is a different story entirely. An obsidian table with a granite throne. And I need a door. Point tool required to declare heresy, please. The cheerleader praises right. How does declare heresy? Just get a widescreen and mount it sideways. For what? You guys have got so many conversations going on. I can't track who's doing what. Coca-Cola 5 says get a widescreen and mount it sideways. For chat? For me to keep up with chat? Don't we matter enough for you to remember us? I'll post it, because after every stream I get an email. I get an email from, I think, Stream Elements. I get an email from someone telling me how many unique chatters I had, what are the max amount of viewers, so on and so forth. Like, it gives me a little report card at the end of every stream. I'm willing to bet that over the course of this stream there are over like 40, 50 unique chatters, not even total amount of chats. There's no fucking way I can remember from over a week ago which one of you got which specific room, because some of you order rooms that aren't related to things. Someone ordered, I don't know who, someone ordered a massive training area for the archers. So we now have an archery barracks. No, I don't remember who ordered that. I just know it's there. I don't even think it gets used regularly, but it's there. One of you ordered a chicken room, and I think this one was Hellfire. So there's actually a sculpture garden temple thing right now in the turkey egg laying room. So the turkeys get to gobble, gobble, gobble around the fucking turkey statues. And then separate from that, there's another bird, bee, and shrubbery thing on top of the tower exposed to the air. And I think there's a third room that is also somehow like has been carved into the walls as declared to birds. And I'm looking at the requests for today. Someone has again requested a birds and shrubbery room, and you're all monsters. By the way.
So no, I cannot remember who is ordering what. I need this in one button. There we go. The Etin Akurman Remangokut has come. A giant humanoid monster with 2 heads. Now you will know why you fear the shrubbery.
All right. Boonsters. Boonsters. All right, where is Shrubbery Man? And also that kicked off the music again. Where is Shrubbery Man? Where is he? Oh, it's telling me he's down there. All right, so we'll try to get all the military groups that we have over here to kill them. Apparently we have 4 military groups, and I don't remember who's in what group or why. So we're just going to order them all to come over here, including the NPC Shagarath. So if they died, it's going to be really confusing. Tapayoke was in a squad to themselves, but I don't remember why. And Eldrish, the Nosferatu, and the NPC. So 4 named dwarves are going to fight the Etin, who's already at our door, and hopefully they don't kill everyone that they find. Well, the monster is chasing off our cows. Oop. We have a hunter getting involved. Who's the hunter? Unnamed. Hopefully you guys can all follow this very, very easy to follow combat report. I just love the bolts that keep missing. Oh, I do know someone has lost some body parts. That's the Etin. The Etin has lost some of their teeth. So I'm assuming battle's going well. And then people are complaining that the Etin is dead. So we're gonna have to wait and check out the hospital to see how many people are injured and or how badly. We're gonna zoom out a bit, go down to the hospital real quick, and see who populates it. I'm willing to bet those are the combat reports we're gonna want to see. Looks like no one. So what happened to the Etin who did not try? There's no way he tried. Grease Monkey, Hauler, Chef, Hall, Weave, Serve, and Nurse, Mill, Dwarf. Even a child got involved. Farmer, Cheese, Hauler, Farmer, Weave, Planter, Etin. I'm on the Etin. Holy shit, 32 pages of combat was just generated? The Etin punched a turkey? Why is there a turkey up there? All right, from the beginning, we won this. So let's make this clear. This is probably why no one got hurt. Page 1. First, beginning of combat. Page 1.
The start. Too much. The start of combat. The turkey head missed the Etin.
That's how you know. That's how you know we're not a base to be fucked with. The first combatant that initiated combat was a female turkey. That turkey wasn't having none of this shit. Get the hell out of here. This is where I'm raising my baby little turkey hatchlets. Get the fuck out of here. The Etin punched the turkey hen, bruising the muscle and bruising the liver. So first of all, the Etin's weak. It only bruised the turkey. Then the turkey hen is propelled away. The Etin attacks someone. Chef Boyardee punched him in the upper left body and immediately gave him trouble breathing. The first dwarf to get involved was our chef. and he immediately made the Etten have issues breathing. Then the military melee came up and hit him with the steel battle axe, tearing apart the muscle and knocking him over. The rest of this is everyone just piling on this guy, essentially. He probably gets up, and then he gets knocked back down, then he gets up, then he gets back down. There's none of these. If you look, the red is the Etten. The Etten misses. The Etten misses. The Etten looks sick. The Etten misses. The Etten couldn't get anything done, and he wasted half his attacks on a damn turkey. For some reason, that turkey would not let him go. Uru's Rune, thank you so much for raiding. You guys just battle start, turkey missed. You just missed an epic battle that was led by our turkeys, and we killed an Etten. Because everyone knows the top military combatant is a fucking turkey. How's it going, everyone? Uru's Rune. It has been a while, I think, since I've seen you. How have you been doing? Uru's Rune. What were you doing? Uru's Rune was recently doing Dwarf Fortress. That's why I recognize your name. I was like, I recognize you, but I don't think I really do. Uru's Rune. Yes. Was it? Yeah, we got attacked by an Etten, and our civilians killed him, including a turkey who tanked. The Etten kept attacking the turkey and messing. Look, the Etten breaks the grip of the turkey hen's beak. The turkey kept latching on, and that forced the Etten to waste all of his time until everyone else killed him. 32 pages of combat, and most of it is a turkey messing with him. The Etten is having more trouble breathing. Survivalist punches the Etten. Like, we were just destroying this poor Etten. I thought this was gonna be an epic fight, and it really kind of wasn't. What was lethal? I don't know. It just says bends the left shoulder. I don't know what in here was lethal. Did anyone have credit for it? Oh, okay, here's a thought. Where's the Etten's body? I want to view his body. Did that turkey shake the Etten? Actually, I'll take a look for that. I didn't think to look. The Etten breaks the grip of the turkey's beak. Can I link a funny clip for my stream today? Yeah, sure. Have at it, Uru's Rune. I think you're allowed to do links, but if you're not, wait, hold on. I'll try a permit. Uru's Rune. All right, I think I've given you 60 seconds. Let's see what we got. Hit me with your dwarf fortress.
Snappy Oak. Good news is your dwarf is still alive. I swear to God, I did not plan that. I have good news and bad news.
So what happened?
Good news is...
Oh, you said he's alive and then immediately he was found dead. Yes, that is always amazing. That is like one of my most watched clips too, is I was welcoming someone back to my stream and I was like, welcome back, congratulations, you're fucking dead. This dwarf died the moment he showed up. And the guy shows up and beats him with a crutch. Make a shrine to that heroic turkey. All right, we'll do a shrine to the heroic turkey. There's some yeah. So today, our game has been playing more like the Real Wives of New Jersey or some nonsense. One of our dwarves named Righteous Boner has 2 female lovers. One of which had a spouse, but no longer has a spouse. A different dwarf has a lover. That lover is dead, but it still lists him as a lover. But that lover also still is listed on our reports as owning furniture with the leader of the base, which only happens when they're in a relationship and are spouses. No matter what I do, I can't get them to separate those furniture. However, the leader is in a relationship with someone else. Goofy thing is, they're all lesbians, and the leader has had a daughter with the ghost, who does show up as male, but only in one of the screens. Or now they only show up as female. They changed. Like, I swear to God, it changed. So somehow it's a lesbian relationship, but one of them is a male, and it gave birth to a daughter who is also named the same name because the player requested to be named one of the dwarves again, and the RNG system gave them the one that was the child. So somehow we have like a 4-way love cheating fest going on, and we have another thing that has like 5 dwarves involved, 1 or 2 of which may be a ghost, and we're not sure whether or not there is a penis involved. There is a child, but we don't have definitive proof that there was a penis. So that's what we've been dealing with. Is your fort with the werebeast showing? Can I do the woodworking, the shrine of the turkey? Haven't been any weird here in a while. Righteous Boner is the chef that was fighting the Etten. Oh, Righteous Boner's our chef? And Righteous Boner is our chef, so he's the one that was just beating the crap out of the Etten. I mean, he's got to protect his honeys. If that's how that's going down, that's how that's going down. If Righteous Boner showed up to help the turkey, he's probably going to kill the turkey for food. Probably why he was there. But if he showed up with the turkey, search, I'm going to say shakes. I'm going to say turkey. The turkey alone has 3 pages of combat. Holy shit. Do any of them say shakes? Because someone asked, and they might have. I don't think they could have, but maybe they did. Latches, breaks, latches, breaks, latches, breaks, latches, breaks, latches, misses, breaks, latches, breaks, misses, latches, breaks. Bites, latches, breaks, latches, breaks, latches, breaks, latches. Bites, latches, breaks. Bites, latches, breaks, bites, latches, breaks, bites, latches, breaks, bite. Nope, it never shook. Sorry, turkey never shook him. The Chef Boyardee, though, has 2 pages of combat, and also, by the end of it, was just punching him in the head. Now, where's the body? Hold on, this was one of these. So if you go to stocks, you can cheese the system somewhat. I feel like the body is just going to get dumped. But you can cheese the system, and you can look for corpses, and you can use the corpses system to track down the individual corpse. Including Gopher's rotten corpse, which is not forbidden. Why are all these other corpses forbidden? Oh, because they were dumped and I haven't squished them. Where is the corpse of the man who just died? Was this his name? I'm gonna assume this was his name and zoom on it. Yep, that's the Etten's body. So if I hit K, no, wait, V, I, go here, and then does death cause work on this? The Etten died in the year 237, caused bleed to death, killed by the dwarf by Wei Yi. Bai Wei somewhere in there caused the bleed out. So let's go back to the report and see what Bai Wei did. Let's go to Etten and do a search for Bai. I don't know how to spell Bai Wei, I guess. All right, new idea. What is Bai Wei's job? Because that's how it sorts it. Bai Wei is a hauler. I'm sure there's not going to be too much underneath the reports of what happened that are, oh, I can just go with Bai Wei himself. What did he do? He kicked him in the head, breaking the teeth. Kicked him in the neck, bruising muscle. Where's bleeding? Artery? There's no artery in here. I don't know how he caused him to bleed. Ankle, glances, hip, bruised, attack, bruise, bruise, bruise. Where did Bai Wei cause lethal? Bruising the muscle and bruising the right kidney. Was it just a shit ton of bruises? Did he die by bruising to death? That sounds depressingly weak. Bruising, glances, bruise. I think these are all just bruises. By the way, I've improved my fighting. I'm very satisfied. He twisted in the neck a few times, but never says an artery was opened. Somehow Bai Wei got credit. I don't know what he did, but he got credit. Breaking teeth may cause bleeding. You think he bled to death from a broken tooth? Holy shit. I mean, you're right. That's the only thing that wasn't just bruising, was a broken tooth. If that's what happened, holy crap. That is one major artery that's going to that tooth there. That had to be awful. Just wait, hold on. Is this all the Etten's blood? Yeah, this is all the Ettin's blood. Jesus. So yeah, maybe that's what happened. He kicked him in the tooth and his tooth just went and just fountained everywhere. Like one of the like children's toy sprinklers where it just goes crazy and doesn't actually water or anything, but the kids like it. Just with the blood. Hey, Alapega, welcome to the stream. We are having drama. This is Total Drama Island. Hopefully you are here to experience the drama. Have you streamed recently? I think I might have seen or heard, but I could be crazy. If you have, I will shout you out. If you are at like a break or hiatus, then I won't put the pressure on you. He bitten the Ettin. I think he has. But he's not answering. He talked earlier. I'm gonna shout him out. I didn't really stream in a few months. All right. Jeez. I can't remember. I had school, and it's hard to remember things. Where do they put the Ettin's body? These should just all be dumped. Why are we not just dumping these? I want to dump these. Dingo woman. All right. No one talk about the completely sentient race of people that we keep murdering when they're in our map. All right. No one addressed the fact that there is sentient people that enter our base peacefully and we just murder them and leave them out on the edge of the map, laying in a weird corpse pile for all to see. Now, what is going on here? Why are you out here and dumped? Why are you in a corpse pile? I'm just gonna reclaim them. I don't know what's going on with them, but all right, whatever. It's okay. I have a question. All right, hit me with the question, Alapega. Hit me with that question. Did you see, Alapega? While you're typing in your question, did you see or have you seen the anime? What was the anime called, guys? The stupid one. The Princess Dive? Princess Connect? It's supposedly a cooking anime. It makes no fucking sense. Those of us that watched it together on Tuesday were just laughing at it. There's an episode, if you haven't watched it, there's an episode where all of a sudden they introduce this random alpaca llama chick. And it makes no sense out of nowhere. She defeats a person, she turns into a real chick, and the next scene she's just an alpaca chick again. It does not make any sense. There's no context. I'm not leaving out context. There's no context to this scene. Anyone who is here for that could back this up. There's no context for this character. They just show the fuck up, make no sense, and then just undo everything they did anyways. But I'm a boomer, I don't watch anime. What's the ultimate priority spread for a 7-dwarf fort? I don't know what you mean. What do you mean the ultimate priority spread? Marry an owl woman. Pretty sure the holler bit the Ettin, which may have counted as the fatal injury. Can we talk about the baby cooking? Yes, we can talk about the baby cooking. Yo, for any of you, there was no, there was not. There was context to them fighting her. There was no context for why she was there. What do you make them do? I make them build. I feel like this is like a half trick question and or leading to a pun joke, but I don't get it. I make them do dwarf things? For any of you who are, I'm not going to go into it too much, but for any of you who do Dwarf Fortress and are slightly into anime, even slightly, it is a stupid show. I am not saying that this is going to blow your mind. It's a show that is not so bad it's good. It is so stupid that it's good. It is definitely a nonsensical fucking show. But the elf in it is 100% a Dwarf Fortress elf. Every time the main character is unconscious, he wakes up to her singing, and she is singing about cooking babies. She's like, put the fire, put the kettle on the fire, turn the fire up. When the baby cries, and then like the main character wakes up, and she's like, oh, you're awake now. She straight up keeps singing about cooking babies. She is 100% a Dwarf Fortress elf. Wait, what? Straight up And then there's another character who just eats. She's not an elf, the other character, but she eats living creatures. Like you hear them screaming in her mouth as she eats them. Oh my days. Yo, it's like a recurring thing. Every time the main character's unconscious, it's like a black screen. So you just have her talking and the subtitles. And the lyrics are, put the pot on the fire. Make the, raise the flames higher. If the baby cries. And then the main character wakes up to never hear the end of the baby cooking song.
Yes. I see it all now. It's
An elf hater has been possessed. Maybe it's a mystery. No, because they do it multiple times. The whole thing. So it's a cooking. And I'm using the air quotes here correctly because it says it's cooking, but it's not. It's a cooking anime.
I claim this workshop.
They have had one episode that has like a legit cooking plot. Usually what happens is they have a fantasy nonsensical plot and then randomly they celebrate by having a meal at the end. And it's like, oh, fucking beef stew at sunset. Beef stew literally shows up in the anime 30 seconds before the end of the show. And they're like, oh, everyone's here. Well, let's relax with some beef stew. The end. Like, it says it's a cooking anime. They have a gourmet guild, but none of it has to do with cooking. Just randomly at the end of the show, at the end of the episode, they're like, oh, title drop. We said we were going to eat fucking lasagna today. Who wants to celebrate by eating lasagna? Oh, I do. Credits roll. Like, it is a cooking show that is not a cooking show. So that's what I'm saying. Literally, it is stupid. Under no description can anyone ever say that this is like a great, fantastic show. It is fucking stupid. It does not make sense. But it is so stupid, it is entertaining. I was going to finish up like later tonight, like in a few hours. We're going to finish up today's stream with 2 or 3 episodes of it. But we finished Tuesday's stream by watching the first 5 episodes. And it is a work of insane art. Luckily, we began the construction, so I don't have to remember to pay attention to that guy. Now, how is our things going down below? I believe we've made the pipes by now. So build machine screw pump from the east. What do you make them do? I mean, I make them cut down trees, start digging. Like, I don't mean to like blow you off or say a generic answer, but I'm kind of confused by the question, Alapega. I make them start doing a base. You have to remember, Alapega, my build order is weird. This is the base I'm trying to make. This is temporary shit, so my dwarves will live while I try to build the real base. So I don't understand, like, I just try to get my dwarves to be survivable. I dig under, I have a farm, I cut down wood to build beds and stuff. And that's really it. My first 2 things are farm and beds. Food and beds, or booze and beds. And then afterwards, I build a fishing thing for food. Like Embark skill priority? Well, so here's the thing. I haven't focused on Embark skill priority in a good minute. I think it's safe to say I've set the trend that whenever I do any of these, I focus more on what is geographically in the area to work with. And then I tend to just say play now. When I do try to go for like a min-maxi type build, a plumwood table. All right, let's read this. Hold on. He made name song, the smear, not spear. Name song, the Smear of Knights, a plumwood table worth 56,400 dwarf bucks. This is a plumwood table. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with cushion-cut cat's eyes, decorated with goat letter, and encircled with bands of square-cut cat's eyes. The object menaces with spikes of giant kakapo bone and granite. On the item is an image of Id Copper Plunges, the dwarf in plum wood. On the item is an image of icosahedron, and yak bone. On the item is an image of a tetrahedron in granite. What is that even? Whatever. Go away. Go away. Your table's dumb and I hate you. That hurt my brain. So there's a base and then the base. Yeah. Because really, as goofy as it sounds, the majority of what we have over here is off this central thing with the bedrooms and everything. But if anyone actually, you know, has attention span longer than I do, the purpose of the base was the tower. That's why we're doing all the entryway trap designs and the flooding system and everything, was to get everyone to be able to go into the tower. That's supposed to be the base. We just kind of spread from over here. We're really kind of bad at planning this out. But no, for skills, if that's what we're trying to focus on, like what do you do with the skills, then I would say, why am I unable to build? That's the ramp, floor, ramp goes up to here. Mine. There we go. Hopefully we don't die. I always focus a bit on swimming. I always make sure they always have some skills in swimming. Then I have a miner or two, an artist. I put points into stone smoothing because it takes so long to level it up. A woodcutter, one dude to do melee, and then a smart dwarf. I think I've done that right. Two miners, a woodcutter, a artist, a stone smoother, a melee fighter, a smart dwarf that has like the brokering, things like that. And then I have a seventh dwarf that I've left out right now. There's probably something along the lines of wood crafting or masonry or something. But really, I don't like, unless I'm doing something goofy off of, say, you know, starting with the ability to smelt metal and shit, I don't really min-max too much. Now, where is the obsidian blocks? Now, do I have build construction? Do I have glass? This really works best if I have glass. I don't think I have glass, though. Probably should have worked on making glass a lot sooner. The whole idea was that I would have glass during this, wasn't it? I am not a smart man. That can be done when it freezes again, though. Right now, I'm just going to get a working bridge over to the tower, and then we'll work on the glass later. Why are the medium? Because I have a backlog of 4, and I keep getting distracted by everyone else's requests and shit, so I'm not getting through them. So I put them on pause. Should have put low quality on pause, too, but I still have to do a room for birds and shrubbery. Whatever that means. Another room on birds and shrubbery. Starting to think that what this is a test of endurance. How many rooms of birds and shrubbery can you do before you lose your mind? So by the way, for any of the new viewers, dwarfing is free. Requests require some viewer time, but yeah, and of course questions and answers are always free because we care. Don't know what that means. I'm trying to think of another way to have a bird-centric room. We've done all the major ways to have a bird-centric room. There's not much left to make something bird-centric. I suppose what I can try to do, if I can do this underneath the river, which no, I can't. Already done underneath the river, so that won't work. I need one where the birds could see out but be safe. They could be shot through if there's a floor grate, but not if there's a glass floor. I don't think. So I need a glass floor and or a glass wall. Do I have glass furnace? What does it take to make clear glass? If I want a window, but not the actual window, which can be destroyed, which I think is technical, I would rather do raw clear glass. And I'll put that on repeat until it says no. We'll see what it says about that.
No.
Was that already the no? The dwarves have already suspended the construction of a floor. Fantastic. Oh, because the water just thawed. Well, I guess that's pouring out. Fuck it. Fuck it. This will get rid of the water faster. Also, did I ever hook up that lever? No, I never did. Fantastic. 10 out of 10 would screw this up again. That one was supposed to have been hooked up a while ago to do a quick drain of the water, but I never remembered to do it. So that will drain out. I'll be fine with that. I need a way to like in an area remove mud. But this area is supposed to end up with mud anyways. So, wish there was a way I could order a cleaning job to remove mud. Oh, and I should probably get rid of this giant security hole. We'll remove that and see what side he stands on. I already have an aviary. I think I missed the beginning part of that, but I already have an aviary. Maybe it's oh my god, what anime is this? I've heard about this show from what I heard. They need to cook the ghost dog. Goblin Slayer is good. Goblin Slayer is good. The show I'm talking about is Princess Connect Redive? I think it's Princess Connect Redive. It's this season, and the description doesn't quite match what I'm saying at all. Because like I said, the description's like, oh, it's a cooking show, and it's just not. They've had one episode like directly about cooking, and if you mix in the right ingredient, it tastes really good. And that was about how to eat bugs. It was an episode about how to eat bugs. And it's still ended by somebody doing like a laser sword blast. So it didn't quite work that way. I'm gonna stay around to see this. Stay around to see what? I'm not gonna be talking about everything else but Dwarf Fortress and mention the game for 30 seconds before the stream ends. No. It's because you distract me. And it's not a new strategy. This is what you always do. Oh my god, I'm going to sit around and see this. He took inspiration from the anime, ABB, What Them Dwarfs Do, like embark skill priority. So yeah, I don't have much in terms of embark skill priority. If I'm trying for a certain build, then that will be the priority. But generically, no, there's not. No. What I do though, is a lot of the skills, I put them in so that can be what they're assigned to at the beginning. I don't go heavy on mining, but I will go heavy on swimming. I will go heavy on stone artistry, and if I have a crafter for like crafting trade goods, I'll go heavy on that to start with more money sooner. But I don't really go too ham on skills. Where I do make up for it though, is if you hit tab and you can change the items. I make sure I have 2 cats, 2 dogs, 2 hunting dogs. I try to make it so I have 2 hunting dogs. Turkeys, make sure to bring the turkeys. And then depending upon what you want for food, I add in variety, but make sure to be 1 up. If you have a certain amount of barrels, the barrels can hold 10 each. You put it to 11, 1 extra barrel only holds 1, but you get a free barrel with it. Same with bags and seeds. I think they only do 5. That's where if I'm going to do that, I tend to min-max the equipment, not the skills. A lot of the skills are easily able to be picked up from the beginning. If you're not needing to do something within 1 season or 2, there's not really much of a reason to min-max that skill unless you're going for a build that needs to respond fast. Normally, in order to have a skill that responds fast, you are going to be doing something already and there's a schedule and plan for it. Like, hey, I'm going to start without an axe and without a pick. I'm going to forge it myself at the beginning to save hundreds of points. If that is what you're doing, then you probably already looked up the skill spread that you need to pull off that type of build. Other than that, I know there is a strategy for, all right, you give every dwarf a particular skill that is mootable. That way, when you get to 20 dwarves, you have a higher chance of them mooting to that skill. That is a thing. I do not myself follow it too much because by the time you get to there, you need 20 dwarves to have a skill. If I have 7 that are optimized to have the type of skill mooted that I want, I still have 13 dwarves that are not optimized. And then when I get when I have more dwarves, the scale is further and further away from me to still get the skill I want. I'd rather just do it randomly, save the points, start off with better equipment. That is what I go for. If I do a build where I have a starting melee dude, I make sure to try to get him a good weapon. If he's going to be like an actual melee guy, then I will load him up with a chainmail, like something light, 'cause he's not going to have the stats to back it up. I'll get him like a chainmail and a good sword, and like maybe it's like one of the few times a buckler, depending upon the points. If I'm in an area with a large amount of animals, then he wouldn't be a melee guy. I would set him up for hunting, in which case I'm going to get him a ton of whatever the cheapest bolt I can get, and maybe a okay crossbow, because crossbow material doesn't apply to the weapon, the bolts do. So I would try to see if I could do bolts. But again, I haven't done any of this in like a few years. So I can't just pull out of my back pocket what my strategy is right now for that type of situation. How to transition to permanent base from a shitty wood. Yeah. And I do kind of really suck on transition to permanent base. I just don't have the attention span. I separate between the two things so often. Literally, if you recall, my bases that have gotten the fastest into the permanent base are also my longest live goofy bases, like the Hanging Gardens base, which really was so effing successful. I try not to do it, but all my designs end up kind of going back to doing the Hanging Gardens base, just because I really like doing water mechanics and the such over everything else. We found a dead turkey. Hopefully it's fine. So there is a base in the base or waddling around the wagon. That is not even a skill thing. I literally dig a stairs down, dig in 3 squares, dig a room, and even if I don't have furniture, I just hit I, and then I say meeting area. Like, you don't need to have it be the actual food area for them to go in. I just say that there's a meeting area inside if I'm thinking about it to get them out of the sun. But we have also seen evidence of the fact that I don't remember to do that half the time anyways. Like the one time when I was in the undead biome, and I think it was over a year before I got my dwarves inside. So again, sometimes I still forget to even do that. But that would be, if I was thinking about it, that would be my strat. All right, we're gonna make this a throne room. Who ordered a social distancing room? Coca-Cola 5. Coca-Cola 5, I have now completed your goofy social distancing room. Wait, is this an office or a dining room? There's your social distancing room. Now you are right by the, oh, but you share it with Hectic Hermit. I can't fix that. You share it with your loved one. So now you have a very private dining room right by all the food, but more than 6 blocks away from all the other dwarves, other than your loved one. One dude to make blocks, one to cook, farm, and the rest is Matt. Yeah, and like the cook farming thing, particularly at the beginning, is such a, like I said, those skills take so long, or don't even take so long, but in order to be really effective, they're gonna take time anyways, so I never really focus them. And cooking, I always put to way later anyways. As I showed in my video, I have a College of Dwarfology video, how to support a base of 150 dwarves with only 6 dwarves. And everything in that's so simple because of the scaling. Like I'm not even that worried about it. You start with so much booze, your first 7 dwarves are not likely to starve or dehydrate. Once you get your first migration wave, you can really need to focus on things like that. But if you have the ability to fish, you're never gonna starve. If you just have some amount of plants and you remember to pay attention to the brewer who keeps stopping the brewing, then you're never gonna run out of booze. I mean, I don't, like there's priority, but for the whole, oh, you're starting out with your dwarves, I don't see why that there needs to be that much priority on those type of things, because it really doesn't matter. So you work with only 2 haulers. D&D picture on it. Was that my table? I mean, D&D dice picture. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, the dice! The icecahedrons and the yep. Is that a 20-sided? Is that what that word was? That's amazing. The base took too long to build, so you work with only 2 haulers. At the beginning, basically everyone's kind of a hauler. If anyone remembers, if any of you are like from the OG times, the OG super OG times. Before I'd had this set of customized jobs, there was a time when I had 2 sets. I would say like woodcutter, and then I would say first woodcutter. First woodcutter still had hauling jobs. Woodcutter didn't have hauling jobs. So that's how I split it up. Once you were beyond like the very beginning of the game, then you would lose the ability to have haulers. But all my first dwarves were also in fact haulers. See, my problem is moving stuff takes forever. See, now that is not a Dwarf Fortress stat thing. That is simple. If you're going to do that, if your issue is, okay, you're cutting wood and they take forever to haul that shit, right? Make a giant wood area over where the trees are. Have that be wood. That one says take from anywhere. And then the wood in your base says only takes from the other area. Or it takes from a stockpile that you don't allow things in. Once they're done waddling around getting the wood into the stockpile, you can leave it there and then enable it to go to your internal stockpile. But again, that's less of a build order thing, and that's just a game mechanic thing. It doesn't matter what you do with your dwarves to set that up. So I would have it like 2 or 3 stockpiles if it was an issue, where I'd have them go to that stockpile, then bring that to another stockpile. He's a long way to the base at this point. He's using several quantums and he has some centralization. And it gets to the point that nothing gets done ever. That is also a true statement. I don't have a strategy around that. If you have a strategy on that, feel free to tell it to me. What are they doing? Oh, there are people here and we're setting things up for trade. Good. That is like the death of my bases, is I run into a point where I have gotten so stretched out with goofy things that nothing ever gets done. And it's not even for a hauling thing. It's just there's so many, I spread myself too wide that nothing really gets done. If you don't have the weird stuff where your doors won't get traders migrations, you almost always get a beekeeper, gelder, and fisher. Usually you also pull a farmer so the cook brewer doesn't have to farm. Especially when building something like the tower you're doing, he's a long way to the base. Honestly, you can just take peasants unless you're in a savage biome or embarking near a tower. Yeah, like the very, very beginning, the numbers are in your favor that while there is a bunch of strategies that you can find out there, it's not that I don't, like, I think they're stupid. I just don't really believe in the necessity for them. Chain them if need be. One near the base mats are made, another where the building is going to be done. Coca-Cola beat me to it. That was like minutes ago. Or get wheelbarrows making them haul stone by hand. It takes an age. This is true. Unless you have a lot of people that are hauling stone, set the stockpile in question to do like 10 wheelbarrows and then make 10 wheelbarrows. They'll get it way done faster. I want to say it's 3-to-1. I think that's my headcanon on it, and I might be wrong about that. Whereas if it's needing 10 active dwarves to do it, like however far they're having to go to be semi-fast, then it would take 3 dwarves with wheelbarrows to do it, usually. I have nothing to back that up. That's just my old noggin headcanon, but that's usually the idea that I try to stick with. So if I have 10 dwarves, then I'm like, all right, well, they're not doing anything. Let them haul shit so they get shit done. So I think it also builds their strength hauling things around. But if I'm needing it to get done fast or with more people, then whatever amount of dwarves I think, divide by 3, round down or up, your choice, and then do that many wheelbarrows and you should be fine. How to eat, but I want to stay so I can watch the anime on stream. So dragon miners for the win. Dragon miners for the win. How that is going to work is, like I said, I'm probably going to raid someone, but still be streaming. Because I've been told off twice because I forgot to click stop streaming after I raided, and it said I was still on. So I think it's possible to raid and still be streaming. But people want to watch Dwarf Fortress, will raid someone else doing it at that time. But I'll still be streaming. At that time, I will switch the presentation around so all this shows is my head. I will then start linking to the Discord because I will stream the show in Discord. Everyone can hop into the channel. We can all laugh and talk about the show at the same time. And then we will all be able to enjoy the show together, essentially on stream. That way I don't get in trouble with Twitch for streaming on Twitch a copyrighted material. And this has worked so far and I haven't gotten in trouble. I am still slightly behind chat. If you got extra points to spare, do a couple fighters, at least 1 range, 1 melee. Yeah, doing things like that are always slightly decent, particularly if you're like, well, I want to put some points somewhere. I think it's discipline. Discipline will keep your dwarves from running more. So at the beginning, if you want them to fight more and get skills, I think discipline is a weird stat that people ignore that will help you get a little bit more bang out of your buck at the beginning. Even more so over, oh, I'm an armor user. Level 1 armor user might be able to take less damage or be faster, but they're still likely to run from combat. If they run from combat, they're wasting time. Whereas level 1 discipline will stay in combat longer. He might have been slower to get there, but because he's in combat longer, he's going to be getting more experience. So in that case, I would probably try to get a bit of discipline. Yeah, not worth using points on. Again, I would only put 1 point in there, so it's my minor. Like, I wouldn't max out mining on him. So yeah, again, same with cooking and farming. 1 range. Biome supports it. Just set 1 dwarf as herbalist and have them go gathering. Takes care of food and drink right away because then they can teach. Someone was pointing out how silly it is to have a free bag with sand. Again, at that point, it's just min-maxing the item list. Super useful barrels too. Remember the 0 point embark? You start with a wagon and 3 animals. Like taking 21 of a veggie or meat. I usually take milk and cheese from it early. If I'm going to embark and train an archer, I use wood, then bone bolts. I can do minimalist embarks if I find it's too much of a distraction. It slows you down in the long run. Again, yeah, unless you're going for some specific build, in which case, if you're doing that, then you're already doing that. Also, these are elves, aren't they? We are enchanted by your more ethical works. They're not going to trade if there's wood here. Are you elves? They are. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to piss them off. I'm going to say a highwood figurine of a dwarf. I will give this to you. Once beautiful tree, now is rhubarb will fit only if you're kind. Is unwilling to trade. Yep. I gave them a gift of a wooden dwarf and now they're leaving. Bye. Sucks to be you. If I'm gonna train an archer, I use wood. I do minimalist. Kick that mofo out. I did with the dining room. The game is easy. The UI is stupid. No, I'm new here. Minecarts for the win. Hey, do you know DF hack I must use? Do you know the DF hack I must use to move a dead body? You shouldn't need to use DF hack to move a dead body. Can you clarify that if you haven't already? Oh, it's underwater. That is auto dump. What you're going to do if it is stuck underwater and you're trying to get access to it. I don't think I have anything here to do it myself. Oh, I do, in fact. So here is a dead body underwater. Apparently this man's dead. Good. I'm gonna say dump on him. So now he has the dump command. Then I'm gonna go up here, put the cursor wherever I'm wanting it to be. Go over here and just say auto dump by itself. 15 items quick dumped. Then I'm gonna do reclaim to reclaim it. Now I've grabbed the dead body from the bottom of the water. Ghostly bone carver has drowned. I'm guessing he's a ghost. I didn't know I had a ghost. Or something I want to do more things. I keep ordering things to be done on my door. Spread themselves out too thin. They end up doing nothing. Alapega, that is just the curse of Dwarf Fortress. I cannot help you with that. I do the same thing. Market dump item set the dump stockpile. Gunta, it's underwater. I'm off for today. See you folks later. Have a good evening. Nosferatu 666 is only 666 in the game. If it can move dump items to dump stockpiles or something. Discipline, teaching, and spear, or was it leader? They both of the high quality rooms get used today. They didn't get used. I didn't activate them in. I was doing a bunch of things I needed to get done. So I only did low and medium, and I still have a massive backlog on rooms. So I just didn't activate them today because. A jaguar and a cougar. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, there you go. A ghost drowned. So the problem is if you don't get to the body before they form a ghost, they will be updated to a, I don't know why I air quoted once correctly, and then school habits have got me air quoting everything again. And updated. Once there is a dwarf that has died, if you are unable to get to the body or access it, when they become a ghost, it updates that character to a ghostly dwarf. That is the corpse that belongs to him. It doesn't say this is strategist ghost. It says this is a ghostly strategist. So when it updates them to ghost, they are now a ghostly strategist, and that is the corpse of the ghostly strategist. So you will find ghostly corpses. It's just a weird naming thing. It's like I don't want to call it improper English, but it's like the ordering of descriptors. There can be a great green dragon. It is a large or big green dragon, but there cannot be a green great dragon. It sounds wrong. In this way, the words are right. The game just gives them slightly the wrong order, so it sounds iffy. But it is the corpse of a ghostly hauler. It is the ghostly hauler's corpse. It is a green great dragon, not a great green dragon. Drowned dwarf fell out of the sky. No wonder they hate rain. Put islanders in the military. Oh, okay, dang. I wanted to have a fancy KV shrine. That has been requested, and I'm still working on it. I have that requested. While watch the magic happen on screen, auto dump my problems away. Boom, your wish is my command. Is a dead pirate who is now undead a pirate ghost or a ghost pirate? A ghost pirate. Pirate is the job that they were. That is their identifier. Ghost is the thing that they have become. If you want to do it in D&D terms, ghost is an acquired template. Pirate would be the class. They are a ghost pirate. Actually, now I said it out loud, it sounds wrong. Pirate ghost. No, it's the ghost of a pirate. It's a ghost pirate. A pirate ghost would be a ghost that has decided to become a pirate. It is a ghost pirate. Ghosts don't exist. All right, we are at the hour mark. So for those of you who will be watching on YouTube, on the YouTube archive when I get this uploaded eventually, thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys next time.